Hi everyone, Scorp here, going over another deck profile today of a deck that I will never play through the game with, because basically your entire goal is to just not play the game with the AI, and the AI is really bad at engaging you when you just choose not to engage it. So this is kind of a meme deck. This would be absolutely rude to play against your friends. I think they would all probably hate you. One of the things that LibreMod did, all of these immortals get a whole bunch of special effects, so I'm going to utilize the terrain change and movement boost for same type friendlies with this deck. Then 3 Midnight Fiends. Midnight Fiend increases damage of all damage instances by 100. This means Ruryoku can actually be lethal. Be careful. Same with Cryul. This increases damage by 200. Dark Plant for defense. This turns field into Crush, and Crush terrain is good. It's stopping your opponent from coming after you. It's really annoying. This deck is really annoying to deal with. Delves of Dark Demise. A, it turns into Crush when it dies, if you flip it face up before it gets attacked. But B, you can also just take control of your opponent's monster and you can beat him down with it. What a great and trolly creature. Now here's the start of the show. Every time this thing moves, it deals 50 damage. But if you have like 2 Cryuls out and a Midnight Fiend, it does 550 damage per movement. And if you move it twice in one turn because you have movement boost, you can see where this starts to do some damage. Sparks, it does 50 damage. It's probably going to do like 500 damage. Same with Hinotama. Usually it's going to do like 500 damage. Final Flame, it's going to do a little bit more. And then I went on to Tremendous Fires and Just Desserts. I just will go big on some damage too. I didn't throw a new Kazi because I didn't think I needed it. You can change out some of these cards for more stall cards if you really want to annoy your friends. A Dimension Hole just in case you have to get away. A couple Paralyzing Potions just to stall a little bit. Spellbinding Circles and Infinite Dismissals for stall, and then a Bad Reaction Samachi, because you know what I don't want to see is somebody that Nuatori and Frog the Jams some healing and tries to heal themselves out of range of this deck. Which is going to be hard to heal yourself out of range of this deck, but, you know, 3 double buff Soul of Appears is, like, a ton of life points to get through. Not that any computer is actually going to do that to you. First up, for a little bit of revenge, we'll go ahead and deal with this guy. So we're going to start by moving so that we can start creating crush terrain. I'm going to use this Dark Plant here for making more, and I'm just going to go the other way. Throw out a couple stall cards, and I'm going to be on my way. Really, I shouldn't have to deal with this guy because I'm just going to stay on this back row and he doesn't really come towards you. So it'll take him an eternity to get his cards over to you. I don't need more Dark Plants, I don't think, so we'll just start putting burn cards down. We'll move both of these over and proceed to begin with the damage. I hope all of you can see how annoying you would be playing against this as another person. I haven't even drawn the damage amplifiers yet. Ooh, and we drew a damage amplifier. Go ahead and get that rolling. We can start melting their life points. Ooh, Fiend Sword can actually move on that terrain. Unfortunately for him, it's going to be spellbound for way too long to actually ever do anything. We'll just get this party continuing with Tremendous Fire, because Tremendous Fire gains the least from extra damage buffs, so get that one in there. I want as much room as possible, so I guess I'll just do it this way. And of course, you can make this deck as expensive as you want to. You could also play stuff like Labyrinth Wall and stuff to make this kind of deck even stronger and more annoying to play against. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. It's probably lethal. Yeah, it's lethal. Also, I think it's kind of funny to use Electromagnetic Bagworm, which is model is entirely just a bunch of TVs. This is not a great way to really actually farm anything. You're not going to really farm up opponent's cards with this. You're just kind of... You can kind of farm wins, kind of slowly. Also, I'm not playing the strongest burn card, which is Ruryoku. I figured there's a limit to how much pain you should really put your opponent through. Hopefully he plays on the right here, which is what he almost always does. So that way I can just put the plant in defense and let him be sad that he's gonna take so much damage. Against this person, it would be kind of good to not put your Crayola in face-up defense until you're gonna use it, but... we don't need to play super logical in this matchup. Or any matchup, for that matter. We're just trolling. Someone did comment on another of my deck profiles, and he said if trolling were a deck and that was on a control deck, and I'm like, man, there's so much more trolly decks you could make than the 1-for-1 trap deck, or 1-for-1 control deck. Although it is pretty trolly, I'm not gonna lie. Opponent's playing stuff so weak that it can go on crush terrain. I say that. And then he flips a Molten Behemoth and kills his own creature. So now I just need to start drawing some burn cards. before he burns me out. These just desserts are not really gonna help me that much, because he hasn't played that many cards. His cards have kind of died to Dark Plants. But as you guys can see, we're just taking over the entire field with Crush Terrain, which seems kind of good. I think I'll start sending just desserts at him this turn. Oh, let's do a little damage. Ooh, we drew the card. And we have lethal next turn with just desserts, so... That Ukazi's gonna hurt. Unfortunately for him, he's just slightly too slow. So what do you guys think? What should I add to this deck to make it even more trolly? Throw in some dark holes to just clear the board. What? Oh, this deck would be absolutely disastrous for Yugi to deal with because he never comes after you. It'll take like 25 turns of letting you set up. Just in case, we'll throw a dimension hole over here. Plus 200 damage. Just start burning them down with Tremendous Fire. You realize after playing a couple games this way that the AI is never meant to actually deal with burn strategies. Now, this is not anywhere near fast enough that you should really be able to kill another player. But if you were playing on a map with a ton of labyrinth terrain, you might be able to really, really annoy somebody before they lose. Because this deck does play a whole bunch of cards that do enough damage to just get there. I think this is lethal. With the Final Flame face down, it definitely is. And then our favorite target dummy named Yugi. Since he's never really going to come after us, this is just gonna go well. We'll just park this right here. I guess we can just start. Move over first so it can give movement rain or movement boost. We'll just put down at just desserts because that'll probably be our finisher. See what I draw first to see if I draw any damage amplification. I did draw damage amplification. Move this. Even if I didn't have crushed terrain, I would be able to move twice. Sorry for your double equipped Virulent. It's gonna live, actually. Never mind. That was on normal terrain. It's dead. I feel like this is probably lethal. So, yeah. Pretty quick, honestly. Although I'm pretty sure this would probably do some really nasty things to somebody that's trying to buff up, like, mystical elves and stuff. You could probably kill them before they can get to you. And where should we go? Well, Rex, you are unfortunately... your field is just unfortunately set up to do this really, really well. Because you'll never really charge me. Let's get rid of some cards. We don't need stall that much. He does play heal cards. Just shove that there. We don't need any of these cards. Oh, I didn't put my Midnight Fiends. Oh well. We'll just go ahead and flip them now. Let's move this. Move this forward and put this in defense. Hey, maybe you'll attack it if I show you what it is. Oh, look, you did. That thing's tiny. Why are you going after me with a crocodilus? I do not have enough room. Oh well, let's just kill him. Well, if he tries to heal, he dies. And I think I called that. No. The ultimate no. I think that's pretty much all. So yeah, this is a very I mean, this deck has so much damage, it's actually insane. If you were to get out 3 Crayoles, and then double Mucus Yolk, you can do like 2,600 damage a turn with just that, and then you can throw on Tremendous Fire, so you're pushing out 4,000 damage a turn. So yeah, not a terrible deck. It's probably not ever fast enough to beat anybody that's gonna charge you down, but you can really give them a bunch of headaches with terrain change. Also, if you want to, you can change out these traps to like invisible wires, because they're going to have to be going under 1,500 to try to attack you most of the time. You can also, if this were not just like 1,000 deck cost limitation, which is basically what I tried to sit at, was around 1,000, you could change these cards out to Gravity Binds and Shadow Spells, and Widespread Ruins, and other stuff that actually do a really good job of stalling out, so good stall cards. You probably don't need this much damage in the deck, honestly. Any number of these can also be stall cards, so do with this what you will. Go play against one of your friends and make them absolutely despise you for the rest of the day. Whatever you guys want. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.